Hello my friends, welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be looking at this Casubaris all-in-one airbrush and compressor combo. Now this is unique in that it has a few extra features others don't. Alright, there we go. The airbrush itself, very nice. Very nice. Even has a nice cap on it. I believe it's a 0.3 millimeter or a 0.35. The trigger action is beautiful. It's smooth. It's built really well. It's got a stopper in the back. A nice cap. Look at the cap. Even the cap is nice. It's got a rubber gasket. Look at that. Instead of just clamping on. Really nice motion. It's got a rubber gasket here on the fitting. It's got a cap at the front. We'll keep this on here for now. We'll go over the airbrush in a second. Here is the key feature of this airbrush combo. You ready for this one? Rechargeable battery packs, and it comes with 2. So if you're going for a long time, it should run 40 minutes. I believe it runs 40 minutes. If you're on a long session, pop her out, put this one in. As a matter of fact, you can charge this one USB. That's it. Comes with the cable. You even have, oh, let's take off this on the outside. Let me show you. Let me show you what we got here. Here it is. See the increments to where it is, 25% of the battery to 100%. It'll light up as you're charging it. We recommend you charge it outside of the box, outside of the unit, not while it's plugged in here. So let me go ahead and show you this. It comes with its own recharging cable, but I happen to have one here because I keep my phone charged here while I'm working at the bench. All right, here we go. There it is. It's charging. It's almost at 100%. You can see it flashing. I believe once it reaches, it stays on steady. It's just about there now. And then it just clips in. So let's try the other one. Same thing. They're all just about charged up. So a great feature is the removable battery packs, and you can see where they are in the charging instead of plugging in the whole unit. Here's the on-off button, and another great feature, it only turns on when you activate the trigger. Now I'll show you what else is in here. Comes with the hose, an adapter to fit in here. It comes with its own adapter there, which is pretty nice. All right, let's undo this. Now you can use any airbrush with it. Oh, look at this. Comes with a cleaning kit, a little wrench, a little eyedropper. All right, let's get this box out of the way. All right, so you can actually use it as attached to a hose, or you can plug it in directly like this, making it really as portable as can be. And you can see it shuts itself off. Take the cap off. Now let me show you. I'm going to show you this with the hose. 1 second, guys. All right, got it off. Let's attach the hose. Here we are. Put it on good. Hold on, guys. Tough to do this while behind the camera. Here we go. Let's turn it back on. All right. Now at the needle, it is 20 psi, which is perfect. It's perfect because I spray 90% of my stuff at 20 psi. I'll drop to 15 if I'm doing some all-clad chrome or something like that. But a wonderful, wonderful piece of equipment here. And another bonus is you could put a quick release on the end and use any airbrush. Matter of fact, when we test this, we're going to test everything using the combo here. And at the very end, I'll try and maybe put my Patriot on here, one of my airbrushes on here, and we'll see how that works. And then, of course, like I said, you turn it off. Make sure you turn it off before you undo the hose or do any of the battery work. Push it in. Don't lose our thinner over here, right? Oh, let's get in the right spot. Push her in. And we're back. So, look at that. Fantastic. So far, just playing around with it, I love this thing. And the double batteries, the hose option, it's terrific. The 20 psi, even the airbrush itself is fantastic. It's a quality piece here. And I'll show you to removing the needle is smooth. The trigger is very comfortable. It even has the stopper, which is pretty precision. I like to keep it here so my finger doesn't rub. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. Let's get this out of the way. We're going to test different paints in it. We'll do some of my enamel. We'll do a Tamiya. We'll do an acrylic. And we'll do these two primers. The primers, I guess, would be the biggies to see if it can push some primer through. So we'll try this AK primer, which I just started testing. And we'll try this Steinerez, which is a bit on the thicker side. And we'll see if it can push that through. And, yeah, that's where we stand. All right, but I'm going to use the hose, as you see it here. I'll leave the battery in it. I'm going to head over there. And we'll start with the paints, and we'll work our way back to the primers. And then at the very end, we'll try a different airbrush on it and see how that works. All right, guys, we'll see you over at the Pace spray booth, and let's test this wonderful piece of equipment out. All right, guys, here we are at the Pace spray booth, Mecha Empire. I'm going to use my neon green enamel. I'm on a bit of a neon kick lately. So, hey, why not? We put it in the cup. You can see it there. Hose turned on. We are at 100%. It is lit up. I'll keep it behind me so we don't hear it too much on the camera because it runs them all the time that the button is pressed. But check this out. It atomizes really, really well. I mean, really impressed. Right down to the quality of the airbrush. I usually don't see quality like this in these all-in-one kits. This is a quality piece airbrush here. I'll have to put that under the black light. That went on nice. Look at that. All right, let's try it. Let's try it over a Gunpla piece. I don't know if it should go over. No, that's fine. I was going to say it should go over white, but we'll put a black light on this at the end of the test so we can check it out. Went on nice, right? That's the original. Yeah. Not bad. Let's try it over this silver piece that I tested the other day with the Claire. Getting real close. With a darker color, we'll try and see if we can get nice thin lines like I did the other day with the Master Airbrush. Wow, you know what? This is a good combination. That silver underneath with this green over it. These stupid things are like shocks. That's why I keep shaking. Look at that. I'm not even going to put any more. I think it looks good right there. Wow. Excellent. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to clean it out. Let me pause it and get some of the cleaning materials. We'll see how it cleans out. All right, guys, here we are. Back at the booth. I got some lacquer thinner. All right. Let me show you a little trick that I like to do. Might as well show you one of my tricks. You take the eyedropper and suck it in and out. And what you do is, I like to spray it on the edges. See, I go around the edge. And when I'm blasting it in and out, you know, not enough to splash, but see what I'm doing? I'm going in and out. It's forcing it into the front over here where some of the paint colors gets trapped, and then sucks it back out. So we're going to take it all out as we can. Dump it in my can back here. Now we're going to put in a fresh batch. All right, we're going to clean her out. And they recommend you do this. Now, the needle doesn't come past it, which is good. But look at how finely this does. Usually some of mine splash like crazy straight up. But look how nice and smooth this does it. It doesn't... All right. Then I do like to dump out what I just reverse splashed. And we're going to check here. If it's blowing out clear, we're clean. And look how clean it came out. Take this, give it a nice rub. Look at that. We're good to go. Now the front will have green on it. There it is. And that won't interfere right now. What we're doing, you do the rest of your colors, and at the end we'll take out the needle and clean it all out. You don't have to do it, you know, during color switches. All right, guys, let me grab the Tamiya. Let's see how it sprays that, and we'll get some fine lines in. We'll see how it does that. All right, guys, next up is XF68 NATO Brown from Tamiya. Got it mixed up here. I actually used some alcohol to thin it because it was sitting nearby, and that's all this stuff really needs. All right, we'll go with a spoon, and we'll see if we can put some fine lines with this. Sorry, guys, trying to get this camera here. Now this is a matte color. It's going to come out matte because I put. It's going to dry really quick because I use the alcohol. It's just the nature of it, but that's all right. We just want to see how it sprays it, and it does go on pretty nice. There we go. Pretty even. Really even. This is going to dry to a satin finish, semi-gloss. I think it's pretty matte. XF, the F means flat in the color. When you see XF, F is flat, X is gloss. Let's see if we can get some thin lines with it. I might have to take the front cap off, but let's try it without doing that first. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Pretty good. Look at that. Let's see if we can take off this front cap. See it? You get a little closer sometimes when you do that. Yeah, I can get right in close. Pencil lines, guys. Look at this. How's that, huh? Excellent. All right, let's try it with another paint. Let me clean this out. Same way we cleaned out the other one. We use a lacquer thinner with our Tamiya. Let's put the cap back on. All right, I'll be back with the next color. We'll go with an acrylic. All right, next up is Game Air from Vallejo, or Vallejo, however you guys pronounce it. This is Alien Purple, one of my favorite purple colors. I love this color. All right, let's try it over a spoon. Let's try it over a primered spoon, too. Make sure it's not on these. Yeah, pushing it pretty good. I like to use a flow improver with this, and even though it's airbrush ready, I like to thin it a little bit, even no matter what airbrush I'm using. I like to put a couple of drops of their thinner. When Vallejo, always use their own thinner. But there you go. And look how nice it went on. Smooth. Sorry guys, the camera's near me on that side. All right, let's try it over with some primer. Let's try and go constant. You ready? Here we go. Real nice. Look at that. Beautiful work. Excellent. All right. Now, when you're cleaning out Vallejo, make sure you use steaming hot water brewed from my coffee brewer, my K-Cup brewer, whatever you call them. So I have a Ninja one, and I brew this 12 ounces of hot water, and that's what I use to clean out. Same process, but mostly hot water. Then I'll flush through some Windex or an acetone at the end to dry it out. Let me clean this out, and we're going to move on to the primers. All right, guys, next up, we're going to try this AK primer in micro filler. I'm going to pour it right into the cup. It seems pretty thin. I tested this quite a while ago, and I liked it a lot. So I haven't tested it since. It's going to be in an upcoming primer video. But let's go ahead and go directly in. Let's see what we get. See it? It's kind of thin. And I recall liking the performance, but yeah, and it calls for a thinner to clean it out. I'm trying to find out what it is. It might be an enamel. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and see if it works. Straight out of the bottle. And check this out, guys. I'm just pushing it down with the air. I'm not dispensing it. Look, still at 100%. Hasn't even moved yet. All right, here we go. Yeah, it seems to push it just fine. It's tough to see on a white spoon. Sorry, guys. I'll do it on a green piece of plastic here in a second. I'm testing the power and steadiness of it. That's why I'm doing these, pushing them down all the way. And there it is, covered beautifully. Now we're really going to see it here. Let's see. It really atomizes the paint really well. Because look, I pushed it down. I didn't put much in there. Still a lot in there. Let's try this. Oh yeah, it covers beautiful. The primer I like, the airbrush I like. This should get you guys by. I'll tell you right now, this is a really good setup. Look at that. Done. Look, covered even. Straight out of the bottle. Look, still some in there. Trying to layer this baby on. Super. Now we're going to try it with a thicker Steinores. I mean, it's really thick out of the bottle. I personally thin it with a few drops. I'm still going to do that now. I think it performs better that way anyway. And after that, we'll try a different airbrush with the compressor. And we'll go from there. But let me clean this out and get the Steinores. All right, guys, up next, Steinores Primer, Oceanic Blue. Let's just go ahead and just do a spoon with this quick. Oh, nice color. This is a good color for cars if you're going to put like a silver. This is super durable primers too. I love these things. I love these primers. There we go. Look at that. Like glass. Look at that. Excellent. We'll go over it at the end. All right, guys, I'm going to clean this out. We'll put on another airbrush other than the one that came with it and see how it performs. Maybe we'll put it right up against the compressor. All right, guys, here we are. Back at the booth. I put in my Badger Patriot 105. All right, it's attached to it. So let's see how it performs with another airbrush. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we're going to use my Mecha Empire Pyroxene Silver. It's a beautiful greenish, misty silver color. One of my favorites. Oh, great color this is. Oh, it looks like it works good with the Badger. Yep, really good. Look at that color. Now let's try it over a Gunpla piece, and then we can wrap this up. I only had this green piece near me, so I grabbed it, but hey, green over green should work, right? Yeah, it works good. All right. Beautiful. Now, let's try one more thing. I'm going to turn it off. All right. take this off right here. We'll do this right here on camera. Why not? All right. It's got paint in it, so we want to be a little careful. I'm going to take the hose off the end. This is the hose that came with it. Hold on, guys. It's going to get a little closer to me when I do this. There we go. Again, you could put quick releases at each end if you want, which is what I'm used to. But for this, we're going to stick with what it came with, which is just these screw-on mounts. There we go. We are good. Turn it back on. All right. I guess I can paint another spoon. Let's see. It doesn't vibrate, so that's pretty cool. Still at 100%. Yep, works just as well. Look at that. I'm just loading it up with paint just because I want to keep painting it. All right. All right, guys. There we go. That's the test. Even with another airbrush. So what I'm going to do is clean this out, head back to the bench. We'll go over the results and wrap this up. All right, guys. Here we are back at the bench, and the results are fantastic. Really impressed with this little piece of equipment here. Check this out. Here was the first one we did. Was my Mecha Empire neon green. And I have two spoons here, but look at how smooth it sprayed it. This is an enamel, an acrylic based enamel. This is over that silver part. Look how even. And this is over the Gunpla piece. This really doesn't mean much. Well, look at it. Kept all the details. Look at that. Let's try it under the black light. Hold on, guys. Let me put out the lights here. 1 second. The switch isn't too far behind. Let's not darken it too much. This is enough so we can see if the effect will work. Oh, there we go. Look at that glow. Let's see how it looks on the Gunpla piece. Look at that. How about the darker piece? Oh, that glows too. Look at that. Trying to go off the light and then on it. So there. Yeah, this is the paint that I recommended if you guys want to paint details to go along with my my neon panel liners. So, but these are really thin, so in order to get any details, you would have to go with a thicker paint. And my enamels, I have a bunch of colors in the lineup, will work perfect for that. Anyway, let me put the light back on. There we go, guys. No editing. No editing. Real time. All right. Yeah, the brush just sprayed just so smooth. This was, to me, is XF68 NATO Brown. Look at how even it sprayed this. Look at this. It's smooth. There's not even a blemish on it. Oh, and this is the one we did the fine lines with. Check that out. Look at that. This is with the included airbrush. I'm really impressed by both how well it performed, and this airbrush is really good. I'm quite impressed because I've gone through a lot of the entry-level no-name cheap airbrushes, and boy, this is head and shoulders above anything I've ever tested in that realm. Really good. But look at how deep, look how nice and tight I got these lines. All right. In acrylic, we went with Vallejo. One's over a primer, one is over white. Look at that. Another one that's super smooth. Look at that. Smooth as glass. If you see a chip, it's because I dropped it on the way to the dehydrator. I hit each other with it. This is primer. This is AK Interactive. On a side note, pretty impressed with this stuff. I think I'm going to do a full review. I'm looking back. I have 3 colors or 2 colors. It comes in black, gray, and white. I'm going to have to do a test for you guys because this is an impressive primer. This is over the spoon. Look how nice and smooth it shot that. And look at this this is over a green piece. One shot, it covered it. Look at that. You see a little detail in the triangle there, a little cutout. Didn't fill it at all. Look at that. Steinerez, a thick airbrush primer for sure. I thin it a little bit. When I say a little bit, watch my video on it. I just like to thin it out a little bit. If you have a fatter needle like a 7 or a 5, you probably don't have to thin it at all. And look how good that went out. That came out perfect also. Great color, huh? Oceanic blue primer. And then what we did was we switched it up, and we put my Badger Patriot in it and sprayed my Prioxine Silver from my Mecha Empire enamel lineup. And a beautiful color this is. Look at that. Like glass. You could do a car model. This will look beautiful on a car kit. And check this out. This is over the green piece of the green section there from my old Zaku kit. I happen to have it nearby, so I grabbed it. Look how nice it came out. Great color, too. Look at that. Anyway, that is the conclusion. Is a big A+ thumbs up. Really impressed by this. The interchangeable batteries, so you can spray it non-stop. I'm turning it on now so you guys can see. It's still at 100%. You got to cover it up so it stops the air, you know. 100% it's still at. I don't even have to switch out the batteries. I'll do it now again live. You just push it in, it releases, and you're back in. So a wonderful product. It came with the hose, the airbrush, 2 batteries, charger cable, and it looks like a bit of a cleaning kit, which I use these all the time, and a little bit of a manual. You can use it direct, as I showed you, or through the hose. And a terrific product. I believe it was under 80. I think it was under 80 bucks on Prime, shipped. I got it in a couple days, and it may well worth it. You're getting a compressor and a really good quality airbrush. I mean, you're in airbrushing. You guys who want to start airbrushing, I mean, you could start here, and you don't want to spend a lot. 80 bucks to get the compressor and a good airbrush, double batteries. Really well worth it. I mean, the phones don't even come with chargers anymore. It even came with the cable for that. So a big thumbs up for me. I highly recommend it. I really like the product quite a bit. In warmer weather, I will actually go outside on my porch and do some spraying. Now I can easily just take this with me. And in my other room, I showed you my last video, my pop-up spray booth. I do use that for certain things. Big hull models, if I'm painting a boat hull for a friend or something. And I'll use that. Now I can just carry this in and spray it on that. And yeah, perfect. Just a wonderful product. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'll put a link for these below. I'm also put a link for my Patreon channel, which I just launched and answered a few of your questions already on my Patreon. It's only $4, and I will answer any questions you have directly to you. And if so, I'll put it on a video form. Like I've already done a few where somebody asked me, what does this color look like sprayed over that primer? And I'll actually do on live, and I'll answer your questions direct. And that's what I'm going to use the Patreon for, to a video answering your questions. And I'll take requests. And that's all. I got kits floating in. You can see this Guy King that just came in. And I'm going to be testing some kits out pretty soon, too. And I got a couple of products I'm going to show off in the coming few days. And that's it, guys. I want you to enjoy the rest of your week. I will have another video before the end of the week. And thank you so much, guys. Like the video if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I have a lot more tests to go. And it looks like I'm going to be testing these live on camera because I'm impressed by them. And yeah, I mean, this is a no-nonsense well primer. So I will be testing those out in the coming weeks. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy your day, and we will see you in the next video.